We're gonna try out a game called The Beginner's Guide, guys. We played Superliminal and also the Stanley Parable, not the Johnny Parable. We played the Stanley Parable and we also played Superliminal. A lot of people had recommended me to play The Beginner's Guide, which, since it's sort of like, I think it's made by the same developers as the Stanley Parable. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. The Beginner's Guide, guys. I think we just see what this is all about. Let's do it, boys.
Hi there.
Oh,
Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
Hi.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable.
Oh.
And while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda.
Hey.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
Oh.
And his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make.
Okay.
So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Wait! It's Call of Duty!
A level for Counter-Strike.
Call of Duty!
You can walk around here, by the way.
Counter-Strike.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Yeah.
But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town,
Yeah.
he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level.
Yeah.
And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person.
That's
and it
me.
kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is.
Okay.
And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So,
we're gonna learn some lore.
2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
That's kind of sad.
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made.
Why not?
Until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together.
Oh!
Is because I find
so
his
he
games
yoinked
powerful
the games
and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again.
I can go somewhere.
And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
What? I have a gun! Holy shoot!
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
I know!
But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Wait, we're in space!
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room. Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it.
Why?
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, thank you. Wait, no, I was literally there, dude! No, I made it!
Okay.
You there, in the engine room.
Yeah?
You could save us all. That beam is powering a whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Wait, what?
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives.
You want me to...
Would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Is this a game about, like, morality? You know what? I'm a good boy. I'll do it. Hey! Oh.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh! Oh, I become a god!
The beam causes you to start floating.
Oh, that's the labyrinth!
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch.
That's the game.
But Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system.
Okay.
Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain.
Okay.
He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Oh, this looks like a game. Wait, great depiction, Guzu. Wow, that's fantastic. Wait, I can't move forward.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Bruh. The past was behind her, but
So
the future...
it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
Keep changing.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete.
But the future is always behind her. How will she find the strength? I mean, you need better gear then. To confront it.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need
Okay.
anything more than that. Which to me is why it
Someone say
works,
next?
because it gets out quick.
Yeah?
Okay, next one.
Okay. So we're just playing all of these guys like games. This looks like Slenderman. Oh, this is giving me Slender vibes. You are now entering... What? Entering what?
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him.
Oh, dude, the wind is hard! Ah!
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Ah!
So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Oh, shoot! Oh my, this is kind of comfy. You walk across, talking to people in front of you. You start, the game is not giant plugs, it's a normal game where you have to scream into a mic every 15 seconds to keep playing. A key in one game unlocks a door.
That's warm
Yeah.
and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Wait, oh, so it's like nodes. Oh, what that? A lever.
This is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Oh god, we gotta solve a puzzle. Wait, I get it, So we close it as we go in, like this. And then, what? And then we open it here? Oh
Don't
my
forget
god,
that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're going to see it a lot. Right. Now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Oh my god!
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything.
What?
That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand,
Way too dank.
then what is it?
Okay, so where are we? What are we entering? You are now entering. Oh, exiting. What?
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow.
Wait, it's two different
It could
games.
even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some
What?
larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture
I am so confused. Streetwise fool.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
Okay.
One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors.
Oh, shoot.
That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Okay, what if I just go all the way down? Oh, I can. Yeah, it's basically Half-Life 3, guys. We're playing Half-Life 3. Look at that. Finally released. Like, I don't know, man.
It's the puzzle again.
Yeah, I was about to say
the
that.
exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over.
He loves it.
I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Oh, there's like a street light. Wait.
It's a lamppost.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Okay. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce
How to beat this
but
game?
this game is not connected to
No
the
point
internet.
to this.
All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda.
Okay.
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was
Whoa,
shortly
holy
after
shit.
I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level. And it was just so different from
Hello.
anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Everybody
In
read
retrospect,
this.
I think I was probably a
Hey.
bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
This place makes me sad.
I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
This is a lot of notes, guys. Whoever made this has issues. That's a little bit of a self-reflection there.
At the
More
end of this
room?
level,
Oh.
we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it.
Yeah.
And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next
I can't
one.
jump, guys.
Because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here.
Oh, the lamppost! We made it! Lamppost! Love your stream, Guzu. You are amazing. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Are you there? Please say something. It could be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Porn stars die
Okay,
too.
this one is tough.
What?
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Oh, I like the skybox. Feel like this game is taking us for like a little bit of an emotional ride, guys. I won't lie. Oh, what is this?
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And
Oh.
there's nothing that's particularly interesting about
Oh!
it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
No!
Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has
No,
all
because-
of this modern furniture.
We're in the...
And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's
No,
version 2.
No, because we went into the thing like, that's the... Oh. It's the idea that your own home is a prison. Oh!
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Yeah, we're all
Here's
in
a
a prison.
version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism
Coda okay?
of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons.
Okay. We're in
To
the
me,
snow.
this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Okay. This is really trippy. Oh, clean.
Well, my goodness, I'm so glad as heck that you showed up. Thought I might be clean to clean this entire house all by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everybody knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
Are we cleaning this whole place?
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step
That's
up
the story,
from
little one.
previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
2 months. Would you please go into the bedroom and make the bed? Okay. Where's my bedroom? Oh, here. Making the bed, guys. While you're here, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? Ah, the little details matter. Wait, so this is like him telling himself that the details in the game matter. Last I checked, the top needed a cleaning. Dude, I'm just his maid, man. How about you come and clean these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing.
Yeah, a little
It's
bit.
the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit
Darling.
and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Okay. I was going to say it when it occurs to me that that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. It takes care of you. I don't know why, but I felt weird saying that. There's a bit of truth to that, I guess. He got laid? Coda, my man. Oh goodness, those pillows over on the couch are a real
Glad he
mess.
made
Would you?
this. I'm glad he found some peace.
This seems like a prison to me. I'm just constantly like cleaning the house in a forever-ending loop.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Okay.
Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Okay. Imagine living here, just like in this little hole. With like little rocks and stuff. I'm gonna go clean my couch. Right. Oh, the lamppost! Yay! Let's
Which
go!
is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
Oh, he removed them.
I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009. Items you
This
love
one
at
gets a
members-only
bit
prices. Oh, I'm in school. Oh god. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No! You came here to be perfect.
About halfway through the game,
Being
the
perfect is-
perspective shifts.
Being oh! Holy shoot! The lamp! This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are.
Oh!
And also you can move around the classroom now.
If you're torturing yourself trying to find the right solution for your life, you're not doing it right. It's Sauron! Wait, why? So the gray options are like the bad options, I guess.
I felt pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in
Yeah,
every way.
and then he has chaos in his life.
completely miss all of the little
Oh,
flaws
that
make
makes
them
sense,
meaningful.
yeah.
This one took
Right?
a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And
Okay.
It's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Oh, it's a stage. Ah! For Sylvan! Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Oh gosh, hello. Hello.
Hello, what is it?
That is not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Okay. Oh gosh. I like you. No, 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 no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. So every other person is an obstacle? Now talk to her again. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. Wait, what? Who says that? Wait, you'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal quickly. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Okay. Oh, lamppost! Do you still have to answer questions? I do, Omni. What's up, bro? I try to. Oh, you do. Ah, yes. Now this is working.
The game
this
ends
is what
with
it was
this
like.
eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having
shutting
to
himself
perform and
off.
having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw,
Oh.
to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where
You're doing
it just
great.
becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape
This is
because
sad.
he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know,
Yeah.
it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do?
Okay.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
5 months! Morbius trip. It's Morbin time! To play this game probably, you must keep your eyes closed. What? I can't do that. Blind. What is it? Help! I'm blind! I can't die like this. I can't die like this. What? Oh wait, we're gonna die. Please tell me how to solve this. Dude, I'm getting morbed out. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, it's like a house. Oh, we're back. What's going on? Wait, I have to solve it?
You should
Wait,
probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay, dude. The only way to stop is to speak something honest. My work is always fun. My work is always fun! No, that isn't truthful. Oh, so I have to be honest. Wait, so I'm Coda, and I have to be honest. The only way to speak is to speak true. I can't keep making these. Yeah, that's it. That's the truth. It's draining
Like
me.
I said, I was getting concerned.
Yeah.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for
I
him.
thought it was gonna be easy.
Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but
Dude.
he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. Here
Dude,
was the
this is
point in
getting
my
really
relationship
sad.
with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Yeah.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Oh god.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
What is this? Oh shoot. It's Skyblock in Minecraft! Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. Oh no! What happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. So this is like him expressing his emotions and feelings, I guess, within those games. Oh, puzzle!
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. he had no outlet to ground himself on.
How did the walls crumble? Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. Okay. Okay. It is easy. It never stops being easy. Yeah, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
Yeah.
I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it.
So he
I
made
wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so wrong.
It's the prison.
I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop.
Oh god.
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. This is a little bit of an emotional journey. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. You stop.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped feeding us. Those people up there, can you imagine what the pain you put them through? And so alone. Is this the machine producing games? Yeah, I think that's the takeaway from this. I have seen the thing you fear. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Oh. Hi people, I'm sorry. Wait. I don't think he should apologize though. I don't think he should, but... It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. Yeah, don't apologize, dude. You don't need to apologize. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Follow me. We will destroy everything that the machine has created. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Let's not destroy the machine. Let's destroy the things that it's created. Oh! Oh, shit! Whoa! Wait, the sound is so muffled. This gun has a lot of ammo. Well, I'm just destroying all the games. Yeah, this is like all the games we went through. Oh.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions.
Okay.
And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work.
Yeah, okay.
There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
It's very expressive, that's for sure. Very expressive work. The lamp and the machine. And in this regard, I guess Coda is the machine and he's producing these games. Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good.
I can't move.
When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better.
Yeah,
And
true.
I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Okay.
So let's take a look.
With the way the games have been going right now, I'm not sure if this is gonna... Okay. Okay, so we're going
And this is
through...
where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Yeah. This room feels very, like, huge. Like, look at this, like, big ass, like... It's very big.
This
Look at
room
that.
actually has a maze in it.
What? Ah! Oh my god!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
What?
And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise.
Yeah.
The experience is really miserable.
Yeah.
The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Yeah.
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when
Thank
you're ready
you.
to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Thank you. Oh, I'm in a hole. Oh.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the
What?
first two challenges and you got to this point,
That.
there's actually just no way to progress.
Bro.
And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying,
He's
that's
stuck.
it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Yeah.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
There's no solution.
But I can open this door for you, so
I mean, there is,
let
but.
me do that.
Thank you.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand
Yeah,
who he
okay.
actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the three dots mean, and he wouldn't.
Dear Davey, thank you for taking interest in my games. I need to ask
I'm
you not
the
to speak to
reason
me
that we
anymore.
stopped making games, aren't I?
What?
It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. Wait, so he's angry at Davey for trying to help? We've so
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself.
yeah, I mean,
Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself. And then
How-
you stopped.
would
And
you
I didn't
simply-
have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
When I'm around you,
Nothing.
I feel
Less than
physically
nothing.
ill.
What does that mean?
You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you can make peace with this thing that you are wrestling. Wait, so Coda is talking to the narrator, which is Davey, and Davey put in the lampposts, and then Coda's angry at Davey for trying
I'm
to...
afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And we finally see what I'm talking about. Don't say anything. And then we have the puzzle again. Oh gosh.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I
Okay.
put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up.
Okay.
If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in.
What?
I mean, is something wrong with me?
I'm so confused.
Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict.
Yeah,
there has
you
to
are-
be something
what?
wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do.
Are the walls getting
tell
closer?
me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put in your
getting
work.
closer.
You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Wait, so is Davy the... Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, what? Time and place.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
Oh.
Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Yeah.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Okay. That's a little bit not that great. So he wants the external validation, and Coda wants to be left alone, and Coda is angry because this external validation.
I think I need to go.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do.
What do you
I
mean?
have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Okay. I guess we're alone now, guys, in this game. I'm very confused. Surely it's all gonna make sense soon. Oh, that's the coil from the first game, or one of the first games. So if we walk into this, we're gonna float, or we're gonna like fall over or something like that. I'm very confused right now. Let's jump into this. Yeah, we're floating. Okay, this was like the book. Can we see the whole game? No? Oh shoot, that's a big maze. Oh my god, that's a big maze. So it's just one never-ending maze? Is that what it means? Yeah, this game is more like an experience than a game. It's not really like a game per se. I guess life is a maze, and you'll never really find the ending. You'll just... I don't know. Dude, what? I am so confused. I am so confused. This was more like a story and like an insight into like, I guess like a little bit more human psychology and like thought processes rather than like a game that you would experience like that, right? Very interesting though. I guess it gives some insight into like humans, I guess in a way, but it's a little bit of a deep one. It was not something I usually play on stream and not something we usually do, but I liked it personally. I thought it was interesting to like, I guess, learn a little bit about the human psyche in that regard, and it was an interesting way of like showcasing a little bit of that, right?